All right, all right, all right. Good evening. It's a wonderful Sunday evening. Welcome back to the Geekly Goods Roundup, episode number 73. Can't believe we've done this 70 times. Our wonderful, fearless leader and creator of the Geekly Goods channel, Leo, won't be joining us tonight. But I am Lo, and with me, as always, is Iliana. Welcome back.
I'm
You were back
excited to
last
be
week, but
back.
it just
Yeah,
feels too long. But these are
exactly. I'm back every Sunday, just like you.
exactly. But we are here. We have a lot to talk about. D23 just wrapped, I believe. I think this is the final evening. I'm not sure. I think they were doing more parks announcements, but the last couple of days have been a whirlwind. Lots of news from Marvel, lots of news from Star Wars. Disney pulled out the big guns. They filled up that convention center stadium with a ton of fans, and they pulled out all the stops. The Rock was there dancing with the Moana crew, and we had I think David Blaine did like a magic trick show. They were just making it a whole thing. And I had FOMO. I'm not gonna lie. If it's not obvious, I'm kind of into the Disneyland thing. But I'm excited to talk about it. And me and Ileana didn't see a lot of movies this week, but you were catching up on Severance?
I was. I finally jumped super late on the bandwagon, and my fiance and I have been kind of on this kick ever since our phone servers. We have AT&T, but like a local company bought AT&T here, so whatever. We had Max included, and they took it away And we were like, we're not paying for another streaming service. And because we have Apple TV, because we have like an Apple family plan, we're on this hunt for Apple TV series and we're gonna watch all the good ones. So far we've gone through Monarch, which was phenomenal. We loved Monarch, and we just finished Severance. Holy crap. What a like cerebral psychological thriller. Just it was so good. Obviously, I can't say enough good things about it. I'm 2 years late, but I'm really excited for season 2. So, like literally like half an hour ago, he was like, "So, what else is good on Apple TV?" And I'm like, "Well, I'll tell you." So I'm kind of like on the Apple TV grind right now.
I love it. I love it. Did you ever get into Succession?
Did not, but I
Okay.
will now that I'm like, little by little getting into like I'm catching up on shows that I have seen the timeline on Twitter rave about for like the past 2 to 3 years. So I'm finally
Yeah.
like, catching up with the culture. Am I late? Of course, but am I enjoying it? Absolutely.
That was me with Succession. I caught up to the final season. I binged every single season up until the final season, and I watched it on HBO Max like every week after that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I was late to the party, and holy moly, that's an amazing show as well.
Good stuff.
Um, but yeah, other than that, I didn't really go to the cinemas this week. I saw Lawrence of Arabia earlier over Trap. Sorry, M. Night, and I'm gonna watch Cuckoo after this. So
Very
no new
exciting.
movies to talk about on my end. But with all that being said, there's a lot to dig into with D23. So let's jump into our main segment of the show. It's the Roundup, y'all. All right. If you guys are just new to this or just joining us, we kick off the roundup with a check of the box office pulse. Surprise, surprise, Deadpool and Wolverine is #1, of course, for the 3rd straight week, and they finally crossed $1 billion. Shameless
Quick.
Austin Powers reference there. As I did it, I was like, am I doing this? Am I doing this?
You gotta commit. You gotta commit,
Yeah.
Lo.
Yes, I'm getting better at that. But Pinky went up.
Exactly.
I had a feeling it was gonna hit, and I think there's a lot of question marks. Like, we've had R-rated billions before. I think Joker did it, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I believe so. I think the Batman also hit a Billy, or was very close
It
to a
was
Billy back in
the Batman
2022.
did well. The Batman did really well. But
Yeah.
anyways, it's a little bit of a hurdle when you can't bring every single kid and the entire family to a superhero film. But the fans came out for Deadpool and Wolverine,
Didn't
and
stop a lot of people, let me tell you.
yeah. No, and also, yes, I also saw kids at my screening. I was kind of looking around, and I was like,
Crazy.
that's a choice.
Judge. I can't even judge because I was also like 12 watching rated R movies. But I behaved.
Yeah, no,
I was
same,
also
same.
mature for my age, I'd like to think.
Well, also, I think depending on the age, right? If we're talking
For
about
sure.
between 8 and 12, I think it's very much up to the
Yeah.
parent at that point. So,
For sure. For sure. For sure. But
surprise,
behave at the
surprise as well.
theater.
Surprise, surprise as well. It ends with us starring Ryan Reynolds' wife Blake Lively. I believe it's based on a young adult novel. Huge surprise. Debut weekend.
Just
50
adult
million.
novel.
Yeah.
Actually.
Wait, it's not a young adult thing? I don't know. I wasn't sure.
No, it's a domestic violence book, actually.
Oh,
Like, it's a
okay.
romance with that as, like, the central plot. That's kind of, like, been, like, the buzz around it. I don't
Okay.
know, man. I haven't read the book, but that's, like, been, like, "Oh my god," this story. Like, book talk
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah, and honestly, hey, shouts out to all the I'm a resident cinephile. Shout out to all the bibliophiles who read books, because I think there's a big following for this. $50 million, Eli. And
Colleen Hoover as an author has a huge, like, bibliophile following.
right.
Is she a
It sounds like
problematic
a cult
author?
following.
From what Very much so. Is she a problematic author? For sure. Have I
Yeah.
read her books? I don't know. I just, I get the tea. I get the cheesemate on book talk, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." But she definitely has, like, a cult following, kind of low-key, kind of, I guess, maybe kind of a Stephanie Meyer kind of a vibe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this doesn't super duper surprise me, but it's still cool to see, I think, like, to see, book lovers show up at the theater. And not that it's anything new, but I don't know. I think it's cool for studios to see that good book adaptations. I'm not saying this is a good one. I haven't seen it. Also bring people, they put people in seats right at the theater.
And really quickly, because I have a bad habit of doing this. The last time I did a stream by myself, but let's say what's up to the chat real quick, guys.
Oh my god, hi guys.
Leo is here in spirit. What's up, Leo? He's in the chat. His cousin
Yes.
Braylon. What's up, Braylon?
How y'all doing?
Mr. Anti-Idiotic, welcome to the show. He wants to see Kitty Pryde as Peter Parker's girlfriend. I don't know about that, but I do want to see Kitty Pryde. Colby said, "Am I wearing Wolverine ears? These are Wally ears, my friend."
What? What do you mean Wolverine? I mean, to be fair, you know what? To be fair, you we locked on and you oh my god, are you okay?
I pulled a ab muscle trying to show you guys my ears.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways.
Yeah. I genuinely, I'm not gonna lie, you logged on, camera turned on, first thought, a minion. But I also thought Despicable Me 4 yesterday for some odd reason.
I appreciate the love, Braylon. He said I got drip. Oh man, we have so many people in here. Daniel Casiano, welcome to the chat. Dragon Trainer 300. Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought we would lean right. I thought we would lean more Black Cat. I think that makes more sense, especially if they want to introduce a new love interest. Felicia Hardy would be awesome.
Conflicts. I love
oh, I know, right? And I think Black Cat
relationship is so good.
I mean, I don't know if it's a cat what do you call it? Coincidence, but the same way Catwoman and Batman have this flirtatious hero villain thing, Black Cat kind of does that with Spidey, and I love that. All right, I think that was everybody. Colby saying Joker made $1 billion. Yep. Thank you, sir. And yeah, okay, so let's get back on track here. It ends with us. Book lovers came out. Twisters is still doing well. They came at 3 with 15 mil.
Borderlands, baby.
Borderlands and Despicable Me 4 round out the top 5 for our box office. From what I heard, Borderlands is getting monumentally ravaged by critics and fans alike. It barely made 8 mil, guys. It didn't hit double digits. This is probably going to be one of the biggest flops of the summer, let alone the year. We'll see. I don't think it's going to be in the top 5 next week. So
I'm shocked to see it in the top 5 this week, but here we are.
All right, and we kind of touched on the top of the pulse already, but I mean, is there anything else besides Borderlands that kind of surprised you here, or was this more or less you're gonna go? Because for me, it's the book one. That's just what?
I don't know. I think I expected it to do well. Perhaps I think the surprise is how effing well that it's doing. And it's also not to be, I tend to be the SJW of the crowd here. But it's 2024, guys. I don't know. Romances that kind of romanticize domestic violence in a way. It's kind of weird. Everyone's got their kinks, but people are
wait a minute.
There's a love triangle in this, Flo.
I clicked a lot of triangle. I clicked too many buttons there. But what do you mean romanticizes domestic violence?
Okay, so it's basically this love triangle. From what I have seen, I'm probably maybe talking out of my ass here. But from what I have seen from the debates, it is a love triangle between Blake Lively as a protagonist, her current partner, and then the person she has, I guess, an affair with, and her current partner, she also is super hot and she's super into, but is also abusive to her. And there's this very weird subdivision of book talk, and I think just bibliophile culture in general, where some of the girlies are into very weird things, and they're not always, cool.
I mean, look at a good example. They made 3 50 Shades of Grey movies.
Exactly, it's very much that same crowd.
I didn't watch that, so. That's for y'all, book lovers, book readers, and all you ladies.
There is this sect of book readers, in particular female book readers, that is just odd. It is just strange. I'm sorry, I cannot defend y'all. You're on your own there. It's just strange. You guys are into some violent things.
Yes. Like
but
seriously,
it makes
like
money.
borderline, like it's like BDSM stuff, right? Like
Not
kinky
this
stuff.
one.
Like
No, this isn't kinky. Like actually, like, oh my god, I'm a damsel in distress. This guy's abusing
okay,
me. Save me. Like it's that kind of a trope. It's just strange. Again, can't get into it because I haven't neither read the book or
yeah.
seen the movie. I've seen the trailer. I read the debate over it, and I'm like, not for me. Hard pass. But
Quick
wow,
shout out.
does it make people curious? Loretto was a yellow shirt doesn't help either, y'all. It really
Oh,
doesn't.
boy, oh.
Dude, I saw that yesterday. My
Oh,
boyfriend,
boy.
like, dude, I
Oh
was
wait, you guys
tortured.
saw it?
We saw it yesterday, and I didn't even want to talk about it. You're like, "What have you seen this week?" I'm like, "Nothing." It doesn't
Oh,
count. I just
whoa,
realized I saw that
wait,
yesterday.
wait. It was that bad? Like you don't even want to talk about it?
Not for me. Not for me.
Okay,
Did not
okay.
enjoy that. I
That's
don't know.
fair.
We've come a long way. We've come a long way
Right,
since the Despicable Me one, but we're not getting into that.
right. Oh man. I think Mr. Anti-Idiotic said something interesting here. So I guess there was an ultimate comic run where Peter and Kitty dated. I did not know that, Mr. Anti-Idiotic. Thank you.
Interesting.
And that's actually kind of intriguing. However, I don't know if they would want to introduce an X-Men into that universe just yet, but I like it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I think that we're probably get into that later because there is a lot to unpack from D23.
Right. So with that being said, you that was perfect transition. Well done, Yui. Well
Look
done.
at me. Look at me go.
Like kindly just tapping us forward here. John Lee, welcome to the chat. Anyone catch Industry tonight? It was so good. Is that the show?
It is a show. I have not been catching it, but I've heard very buzzy things about it. I believe is that the one with that actress from Barry? Is it John Lee? Let me take a look.
Let us know in the chat, John Lee.
Yeah, let us know in the chat. But I have been hearing good things about it. I have not caught up to it yet. But then again, I'm the girl that, is watching Severance now. And that show came out 2 years ago.
Right. And yeah, just to tie a ribbon on this, Deadpool and Wolverine, killing it. Another 54 mil. It ends with us 50 mil. Like, are you kidding me?
Good Lord.
$50 million for Blake Lively and her love triangle. Theo James, in fairness, is a very handsome man. But anyways, Twisters and Borderlands Despicable Me 4. Let's move on. This was the news, guys. This is why I'm all decked out and Disneyed. D23 happened. It's a fan expo in Anaheim, California, if you're living under a rock. I'm a huge Disney fan, if that wasn't apparently apparent. Strange wording there. I used to be a pass holder, key holder. They changed the name of the annual pass.
They did?
Yeah, so they changed it from annual pass holder to key holder because it's magic keys and you unlock the magic of Disney.
Okay.
Did I sell that for you? I don't know if I sold it.
Interesting. I can see the storytelling behind it. I can see, but I don't know. It's kind of like with the Fast Pass. They renamed it to the Genie Pass. I don't know.
Kobe, chill. I don't like that word. Hold on. I'm not paid for this. No, but just to be fair, and let me just preface my Disney love really quickly. It was a very important in my childhood. Going with my family and my dad especially, who I'm not gonna spill all my tea on air here, but I didn't always see him, so it was nice when I did see him. He would take me to places like that, and it meant a lot to me. So, anyways,
you're a Disneyland guy.
What was that?
Or are you a Disneyland guy, not Disney World?
Well, I went for the first time to Disney World about a year ago. But
okay.
Yeah, that was my first time because obviously it's harder to get to Florida. And honestly, it's super expensive. But
oh my God.
I'm Team Disneyland for sure. I mean, I live really close, so yeah. Well, not really close, but closer. So
for sure. No, I've always been to like Disney World, and for some reason, life has brought me to Disney World and Disneyland in the past year. So I went last year to Disneyland for the first time, and then I've been to Disneyland for like 3 times the last year and a half. So I'm all Disneyed out for the parks, but I always love like hearing people's comparisons of the two parks because they are quite distinct, but I digress.
Yeah. And honestly, like I think for anyone, let's just say anyone's never been, you're going to have a good time. and I think
It's
each
fun.
has their own like quirky little like things about it. Like for example,
The
Disneyland's the
churros
original.
are better in Disneyland, I gotta
Yeah.
say. The
Okay.
churros are better. They're
Yeah,
I
and there's certain rides that is only at Disney World, and there's certain things that you'll only see at
for sure,
Disneyland. So I
for
think
sure.
there's different perks to each one. So
Yeah.
but yeah, really quick, let's get back to D23 Fan Expo. The thing with D23 is that's actually an exclusive membership. And if you wanted to go to this event, you would have to first be a D23 member. Disney just loves pulling the bucks out of us, don't they?
Yeah.
And then you'd be a member, and then you could pay more to go to this huge expo. As you can see in the photo, they had it in the Anaheim Convention Center, huge stadium style setup. Pretty much makes Hall H look a little small in comparison in a way, but
For sure. Good
yeah,
lord.
I don't know if you saw
I was
I don't know if
seeing
you saw,
these like audience like
yeah.
footage and pictures, and I was like, Jesus Christ, not even like Beyonce had this freaking setup. And she had a really, really good production.
And then Dragon Trainer, don't worry, but hello again, hello, you're good.
Hello, Dragon Trainer.
How are you doing, Eliana? He's asking,
I am
or
doing
she.
good.
Sorry, they're asking. I don't know.
I'm doing great, Dragon Trainer. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you to everyone for being here tonight. Welcome. This is a crowd. I'm not used to
Yes, it's
this.
like hard. It's hard to keep up. We got a lot of people in here.
Yeah. We're
All right,
dividing our attentions.
so let's kick this off with Snow White. They released their first official teaser, and let me just say really quick, I love Rachel Zegler. I really like her. She's got a great voice. I kind of didn't mind some of the visuals I saw in this teaser. However, I don't like Gal Gadot as the evil queen, and the dwarves look better than I thought they would, but they still look kind of weird as like little CGI people.
That's
Like,
strange.
yeah, just a
I
little.
don't
There's so.
like it. I don't like it, Lo. I don't like I'm gonna see that at the end of my bed tonight. That's strange.
Okay, real quick. What was scarier, these dwarves or Longlegs, the puppet eyes?
These dwarves. At
So
least long
really
legs,
quickly,
I know. It's like, the devil Like I
yeah,
know long legs. Like I'm already used to I'm unfazed by long legs at this point.
this is so
But
funny. Oh,
this
yeah,
the
oh, yeah. I see you, Leo. Uh, and that's
good
exactly how you smell
lord.
it too. Oh, yeah. Anyways,
Uh-huh.
if I had to rate this trailer, I would give it like a 6. And it sucks because I'm not. The more I'm seeing of like, I really didn't like Pinocchio. Aladdin was cool. I didn't mind Aladdin, but I feel like the more that we're seeing these remakes, it's like a lot of them aren't clicking for me. I didn't like Lion King. I don't know. We're kind of
They
yeah.
lose their luster for real. They
Yeah.
really
Lady and the
really
Tramp.
do.
I didn't watch that one. I didn't watch Lady and the
I
Tramp, and
forgot that existed. Don't even know about it.
I think a lot of people forgot that exists.
I think it's just kind of, hooked to on the face of 2D animation is what it is.
Right. Right, and you know what's interesting is they had that cool shot of the cottage, and it looked kind of cool. It was like modern and stuff, but it's like you said, the cottage is beautiful for what it was in 1930, whatever, when
Yeah, I think
Snow White
probably
came out.
39.
34? Yeah, it's almost 100 years
That
ago,
decade.
and
Yeah, good lord.
yeah, and it's like it's crazy. But for you, how did this teaser play off to you? It sounds like it didn't go well.
No, I honestly, again, just off rip, another live action remake of, a well beloved 2D animated classic. We don't need it. And it's not really serving, I don't see it servicing the story. It has a very
Right.
problematic like protagonist with, Gal Gadot. Like that we don't need to be hiring her for this. Like
Yeah.
that's just super
Oh,
gross. I
you
can
mean
see
antagonist?
that's true. Antagonist. Yeah, you know what?
Ah.
She's just playing herself. She's playing evil. Good lord. And we see Rachel Zegler dealing with another super problematic co-star, but that's life, I guess.
Right.
But
No, I saw that on Twitter. They were like,
yeah,
"Damn, first Ansel,
yeah.
now." Mhm.
I really don't see her as Snow White. But then again, I don't really see a live action Snow White to begin with. So I don't know. It's just very odd. I think she's talented. I think she's a better singer and performer than she is actress. I think that she is definitely a stronger, more theatrical performer in that sense.
Yeah.
I really, I've gone on and on and on about how I dislike West Side Story, and I dislike the press run that she did. She said a lot of ignorant comments, especially on Puerto Rico. So I kind of have like a love hate relationship
Yeah,
with Rachel Zegler because of those things, but I don't see her as an untalented person. I just think that she has her strengths and she has her weaknesses. And I just don't really
absolutely.
see her in a I don't know. I think she's a better singer than these projects like serve her to be. But
Right.
then again, she's making more money off these projects than say, a Broadway run, probably.
Oh yeah. Oh,
But
absolutely.
for
I mean,
sure I would see
like
her on stage. I'd rather see her on stage rather on the big screen. You feel me?
like the chat's talking about it, and I mean, it's obvious. Like, who wouldn't want
For
that Disney bread?
sure.
Like, who wouldn't want
For
that Disney money?
sure.
So
Yeah, it's getting greedy. It's the whole project, the whole essence of it, then again, as much as we love and hate Disney because Disney does like do good things
yeah.
um for, a lot of us. It's just this feels like a cash grab more than anything.
So John is pointing out Charlize Theron from the Kristen Stewart Snow
Mhm.
White. I actually liked that movie.
She
I didn't watch this.
served.
I didn't watch the second one, The Huntsman and whatever, because that was weird. Like, why not? Why
Mhm.
not bring back K Stu? Anyways,
Weird.
but I liked that one, and I thought Charlize Theron was great. But
I mean, she's also an Academy Award winning actress
yes,
playing a very like fabulous villain. I as the movie can be as mediocre as it is, and I'm still gonna eat it up because she's just, her presence really, really, really projects that kind of evil queen vibe.
yeah.
So
I mean, and maybe it's a different universe, whatever. But I think
yeah,
she could have did it
it's
again.
that. It's that. It's
Like
at least they try
she
to change it up
right. So Dragon
for
Train is
sure.
asking me why I don't like Gal Gadot's Evil Queen, and let me say two things real quick. First thing is Kal-El, no. Um, second thing I'm gonna say is I can't remember the line, but when she's like on top of the car with Pedro Pascal and she's like, "You
You
have
have
to
to
stop."
return, bring back the stone.
You have to
No,
bring back the stone. Like, that's why
embarrassing.
I
It's
don't like
embarrassing.
Gal Gadot as the evil queen. And Leo called it out. There's already an awkward line delivery. I can't even remember because the teaser kind of left my brain. I watched it 5 minutes ago and it's already gone. Uh, but
Yeah. And it's not because of her accent. Let's leave that. Make that super clear because
right,
like I don't want it to seem like, oh, she's awkward because of her accent. No, she's just very stiff as an actress.
right,
Her
right. I
delivery is
think
always very dry.
like she's obviously beautiful, but I think just she's not the strongest actor. Like just to say that. So
No, and it's just really embarrassing and shameful that I used to really, really enjoy and I still do enjoy the first Wonder Woman movie a lot.
yeah,
Not so much because of her performance, but more the character itself.
right.
And he was just kind of like that, ugh, that I had
I
to
kind of
deal with those movies.
I kind of feel this. Colby says the dwarves look like something out of Robert Zemeckis' motion capture movies, like the Polar Express. Like I kind of get that, like almost a little bit
It
lifeless, like
is.
almost.
Oh my god, it is so giving Polar Express. Even the little kid in the back, the little
Yes,
dwarf,
no,
like the skinny one, the skinny
I
fella right there. I'm
I
pointing to
think
the
that's
screen.
I think that's dopey, and yeah, 100%, he looks like the main kid from Polar
He
Express.
does. Oh my god. Good
Mike
lord.
said he just wants to get back to making new movies instead of remaking old ones. And look,
For sure.
I I agree, Mr. Novice Cinephile, but however, Disney just wants that paper, baby, and they're gonna keep. If we keep
It's
going to these damn
that.
movies, they're gonna just keep doing it. So
Yeah. You speak your loudest when you speak with your wallet. You really do. That's how corporations take us seriously.
and then Colby says Cinderella and Jungle Book are the only good ones. I haven't even seen the Cinderella one, and I love Lily James.
Cinderella, like the Kenneth Branagh one,
Yeah.
is phenomenal. It is
Okay.
so beautiful because like a lot of it is practical. Even the dress, like the dress, oh my
Yeah.
god, 700
That's
yards of
awesome.
fabric. So
I've been meaning to
there's
watch that one.
beautiful theatrical quality to it that still feels magical, and I believe if I remember correctly, they did add a couple things to it, but it's also a phenomenal director. It's also a very good
Yes.
cast. Like you had Richard Madden and oh my god, not Lily
King of the North.
Collins.
King of the North.
Yes. Oh my god, this wonderful actress, Lily Evans.
Lily James.
Lily James. I'm so sorry. I knew it was
I
Lily.
adore her. She's
He
great.
is wonderful. So I think that's one of the few ones. Jungle Book, I enjoy. I think it's one of those like OG animated movies that I hold near and dear to my heart. But it could have been better. Like it's just really weird visually. Again, it's just one of those things where like Lion King, it's just so off-putting to have like these animated super hyper realistic furry characters on screen. Just
Yeah.
odd. Beauty and
I
the
more
Beast.
or less agree with Leo here. Beauty and the
Yeah.
Beast, Jungle Book, Cruella were great. Aladdin, Little Mermaid, and Cinderella were
Little
pretty good.
Mermaid's really, really fun. And it's more so because of Hallie.
Yeah.
Little
No,
Mermaid
and
is phenomenal
well,
because
I'm
of
gonna be honest.
Hallie.
I liked Aquafina Scuttle. I know a lot of people don't. I like the Lin-Manuel Miranda stuff. I know you. I know you and a few others weren't really vibing. I like
A
the
few,
Scuttlebutt.
there's dozens of us.
I know.
Dozens.
Whatever. Me and Leo will scuttlebutt our asses back to that showing. Jungle Book is actually my favorite. That's my favorite. Maybe Aladdin like it too. I didn't love Beauty and the Beast, but it was okay.
I have my qualms with Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah,
Beauty and the
same.
Beast is really good because of Josh Groban. And mostly
Oh yeah,
because of
hell
that.
yeah.
Josh Groban is so talented, phenomenal, like
And
outstanding,
like,
out of this world.
and also shouts out Dan Stevens because that was like before he really started to break through, and I think he's really like hitting his
Yeah.
like finding his stride right now. Like he was the only likable thing about Godzilla X Kong New Empire, and then Abigail. I don't know if you saw Abigail. I loved Abigail.
I have to
So
catch Abigail. Like again,
yeah,
I feel like I'm playing catch up. You know, I lost a subscription service and then I'm like, catch up on things. Let me not abandon my other streaming services.
Oh man, the chat is going off. I
Oh
can't keep
man,
up,
I'm
but
trying to keep up. Hold on, hold
no,
on.
I'm
Let me
trying to
help you out
keep
here.
up. And then why is Aquafina in every animated movie? Look, it kind of felt like that for
Don't
a
know.
while, but you know, Disney kind
We
of
haven't
pumped the
seen her in a
brakes a little
minute.
bit. So,
We haven't heard her more than anything. She hasn't haunted us for a minute.
and before we move on, because we are spending way too much time on Snow White, considering we weren't really excited. The best remakes try new things. Shot for shot remakes will never match the original, and then make the viewing
For
experience
sure.
worse. I agree, Mike. Thank you, Mr.
That's
Not a
all there is to
Cinephile.
it.
Traffic light, bro. I'm one color.
Okay,
Maybe
he's
if I had
saying
the red and the
slow
green.
down. Lo is saying slow down. We're moving on.
but thank you, Braylon. All right, this one kind of warmed my heart a little bit. Stitch came out of the screen at the D23 Expo. This is his first official look at him in live action. And I was kind of apprehensive when they first announced this. But I'm looking back at things like the original Space Jam, Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And unfortunately, we have like the Smurfs movies and Alvin and the Chipmunks and stuff like that. But I feel like Paddington's a good example. Like, I feel like when you do it right, you can bring this character into a movie with live people. It just has to be written well. The CG has to be on point. And I really like Lilo and Stitch. I love the first, like the
It's a
original movie.
story with a lot of heart. And
Yes.
if
And
they
yeah.
use that to their advantage here, and again, like Mike said, give us something new and really just kind of propel the story forward, 100%. Let's do it. I'm on board.
Yeah. And I like the furry texture on him. Like, I just want to give him a big old hug.
I just wish he was brighter. I don't know. He looks gray. I wish he was
Braylon
bluer.
said, "Oh, yeah, it's like a little bit lighter on the blue." Leo thinks he looks great. John said cinema is back.
Like shape wise, he looks good. But
yeah,
you know, I feel like he's a little faded. He's got a little too much sun.
Well, he's gonna land in Hawaii, so maybe that's gonna tone him down a little. And I think the biggest test will be like his screen test, how he looks next to like next to Lilo, and how he interacts with his environment and stuff like that.
Yeah. So yeah.
But yeah,
it's a wait and see.
Right. And just to kind of preface this, guys, there wasn't a whole much else. It was more of like a surprise. But we didn't really get anything else, no like full trailer or footage or anything. So right. This one had me pumped, guys. Disney Yes, sing it, girl. Disney confirms an Incredibles 3 film is in development. They showed the new logo. Look, I know a lot of people don't like Incredibles 2, but I think there's a lot more good than bad in it. Like, I love Bob doing math with they can't change math. I love that bit. I love the what's his name? Jack versus the raccoon. Like, that was one of the funniest things I saw that year. I could not stop laughing when Jack and the raccoon were going at it. There's a lot of things I liked about it, but at the same time, it wasn't as strong as the first one. And I think that's the biggest thing. It just didn't live up to its predecessor. How do you feel about Incredibles 2, Ileana? And are you excited
Dude,
for
I
a
just
third?
remembered. Like, I really enjoy Incredibles 2, and I remembered the hype was so I was in college, and I like put together this big ass group of friends, and I said, "We're gonna go see, well, I think Incredibles." And it was like 10 of us. I even brought my dad. Like, it was my family, it was my friends, my college friends, and we all went to see Incredibles. It was a bunch of us, and we had the best freaking time. And oh my gosh, I just remember, when did The Incredibles come out? 2018? I'll find the picture
Um,
later, but I made a thermoplastic, because I was still cosplaying at that time, and I made an incredible like mask, and I wore it to the movie
that's
theater.
cute.
That's
My
how
my
dedicated I was.
my cheap ass would have like cut a hole in one of my black socks or something. Like,
Oh, I had thermoplast. I had a, what was it called? Warbler. I had scrap Warbler
wait,
from
wait.
my
So
Wonder Woman
was it like
cosplay.
glossy?
A little bit. It was textured because it was
Oh,
plastic.
okay,
So
cool.
I molded it, and I like molded it to my face, and like I put a little double-sided tape on it, and it stuck to my face. So it was like to the shape of
Okay,
my face. It was a little thick too.
yeah,
And it was so cheesy, but it
yeah.
was cool, and I felt very cool. And I had a good time with Incredibles too. I think obviously it's hard to live up to how genuinely flawless Incredibles 1 is. But again, one of those stories that if you bring something new to it or you explore something new, which is what Incredibles 2 tried to do with Elastigirl as a character, and I really respect that. I think this has potential to be very good. Like, they haven't, how do I say this? They haven't cheaped out yet with this story. Oh, you're muted, low.
Did I think all things considered, I like Incredibles 2 more than I don't like it.
For sure.
Minus a couple
I'm with you
things.
there.
I thought the villain was good. I mean, not the most original thing, like being like the, oh, we think she's our friend and then she's the bad guy kind of trope.
Yeah.
But I thought it was interesting, the brother sister dynamic. Like, Bob Odenkirk's character, I loved, and I kind of loved how he was like legit like a fan of like Frozone and Mr. Incredible. He's like singing songs with them, like their theme songs. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I'm excited. I think this is gonna be great.
It's going to be a fun one. Especially if they bring back Giacchino for the score.
Oh yeah, I mean, why wouldn't they? I mean, he is on fire right now, and we're gonna talk about
Yeah.
him
No,
later.
that incredible score. Wow. So good.
Dragon Trainer is super hyped. G Colby, don't tell me this.
Oh,
Exactly 20 years ago, the first one
I still
premiered. So
remember
that,
when I went to the movie theater.
ugh, that it doesn't feel that long ago, but here we are.
Does I don't know, maybe like it was yesterday, but also a lifetime ago. It's weird.
I'm gonna skip some of the Elastigirl stuff, but she was killing it in Incredibles 2. Her Incredible bike thing, that was awesome.
Yeah, no, I think she's such a freaking cool character. I really do.
It had like a typical save the train sequence. I feel like every hero has one of those. It's like,
Her
how,
motorcycle. Oh,
I like how it like came
not.
apart and it stretched with her. That was
I'm
so
gonna
cool.
watch it again. I'm gonna now.
Yes.
Now I'm
Oh
just
my
gonna have
god.
to
You know
watch
what's
it again.
funny? The more I'm talking about it, it's like I
My
think I
God,
actually
it's
really
good.
like Incredibles 2.
I really enjoy it. I don't know. There's just so much right with it that I
Yeah.
like. You can nitpick it, absolutely, but
Oh
there's
my
so
god.
many really, really cool things.
Mike said it doesn't feel that long ago. Man, he was sick.
Well, Mike, I was 6, and it still feels like yesterday.
Right. Anyways, before we start feeling old and too nostalgic, so Pixar and Disney both had a slew of animated stuff. I'm just kind of like trying to really sum it up here. I couldn't find a really high res image, but in the middle there is Zootopia 2, which I know has their fans, and it's been a long time coming. So I think that'll be cool to see. In the very top left corner, we have Elio. I think that's the next Pixar film due, if I'm not mistaken. I think is it coming out this year, Eli, or next year?
I will let you know. I believe we've seen more footage of Elio than we have of Hoppers. I think this is like the first kind of look we've seen of Hoppers. And by the way,
Yeah.
for context, guys, this is like the upcoming Pixar project that's original. Like these are actual like original
Yes.
stories.
And that's
Yeah,
actually what's really got me
Elio
excited.
is slated for next summer. It's a 2025 release.
Awesome. Awesome.
Been a
I'm
hot
here for
minute
it.
since this got like announced. Like I feel like I've been waiting for like a year or two for Elio.
Yeah, and they've been slowly ramping up the marketing for it. I
Right.
remember seeing a thing on it on like Disney Plus not too long ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But
The
Toy Story
concept
5 is
sounds
there.
so good.
Not much information on Toy Story 5, but surprise, surprise, they want to make another one. See, Disney, they just they want our money. They know we're gonna watch it. But beavers, guys, or beavers, sorry, hoppers,
Hoppers.
hoppers. Like insane concept. Like I think
Funky.
like this girl wants to get into the mind of beavers. What was her goal again? Sorry, I don't have the synopsis in front of me, but
I believe I read it earlier today. I don't have it in front of me, but like you could look it up in a second here. I believe from what I read, it's this girl that transfers her consciousness temporarily to the mind of a beaver because she wants to see how like firsthand how animals interact with each other. And so basically it's kind of just a girl who wants to talk to animals at the end of the day. And you
okay.
know, I was a huge Wild
Also,
Thornberry like fan
okay.
back in the day.
Initially, I was like, okay, is this gonna be like an environmentalist thing? She's trying to like save the forest, but I guess she's just really interested in the
She's just
species and
stepping
like how.
around and finding out.
Yeah, like what would it
Nerdy
like to be a
kid,
beaver? Okay,
for
and then
sure.
Tyler's telling us, oh God, comments. He's saying
What's
it's just Avatar with beavers because I guess she's gonna be hooked up to a machine, so her mind
I think so.
enters.
I think so.
Okay,
That's
I mean,
crazy.
it's a concept for
Crazy.
sure.
I love it. I love it because Pixar is known like when Pixar like started at when you what's the word? When you distill the plot to some of Pixar's most iconic films, Finding Nemo, Monsters Inc., Incredibles, it's insane. Like when you hear it for the first time, it's like, wow, that's super like different and super weird. I feel like
Yeah,
we're getting that with this. So
and
I am unafraid. I'm
and
embracing it.
also I trust Pixar because, like for example, when I first heard of Up, I was like, really? This dude, the balloons are gonna carry his house, and I'm gonna be into
Yeah.
this, and I was. So
And we still are.
or
Phenomenal
or
film.
or also Ratatouille. Like, just if you
Oh,
told me the synopsis of Ratatouille that he's gonna pull the human strings like a puppet, I would have
it's
been like,
silly.
yeah, I would have been like, shut up, that's dumb. But Ratatouille was amazing, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna be open minded with Hoppers.
This is
So
Pixar to me. I think this is Pixar's bread and butter, and this is what they should stick to. They
right,
can push the envelope of silly, out there concepts and turn them into really endearing, funny, iconic stories. See,
yes,
you know, recent years, we have Luca, we have Turning Red, we
yeah.
have Inside Out 2. You
Oh
know,
my god,
it's
I
just
love Turning Red.
Turning Red destroys me every time. And I've had it on my to-do list. I think I'm gonna try to do it in November. I really want to see it with my mom because my mom and I had like a really like tough relationship for a lot of years and like we reconciled. And wow, that movie just continues to blow my mind for how incredible it is and how heart-wrenching and genuine that story is. So yeah, I
Ain't
think
never met
Pixar
nobody like you.
like you.
They
Yeah.
don't turn my tummy ache. Anyways,
Yeah.
really quick, Laser. He's hyped for all this because he's a huge animation guy, huge Disney Pixar fan.
Sure.
Laser, how many roundups have you been on? Tell us in the chat. This guy's been on like 50 plus roundups. You are the best. Just want to give
Laser, you're a real one.
yes, he is our number one day one, and I just want to show Laser some love. Okay, I'm lost, guys. You guys, the chat is going off right now.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what's happening. So, what movie is this? What are we? Is this
I
Elio?
believe
What
this
are we
is
talking?
Hoppers. Hoppers. Is it Hopper or
Okay,
Hoppers?
So what happened to America Ferrera? She just dropped out, or I don't know what's happening here. Like,
Oh, I'm so sorry. Don't know the lore with this one, with this
okay,
project.
but you know what? This is more important. Yeah, Fort Town, baby, better than
Oh
BTS,
yeah.
One Direction.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
By a
hell
long
yes.
shot, y'all. Goodness
Uh,
gracious.
oh my God, 55 roundups. Laser, you're the best, man. Lots of love, man.
You're a real one. We appreciate you.
Okay, so Zoe Saldana is
Oh,
for
for
Elio.
Elio.
Okay.
Okay. I have to say it like that. Like, call me by your name.
Okay,
Elio, Elio,
interesting.
Elio.
I'm gonna be honest. There's a teaser for this. I need to rewatch the teaser because I'm trying to remember. He's going into space or he's already in
Okay.
space.
Okay. So it's this little dude, this little kid who gets like confronted by aliens approaching Earth, I believe, and they mistakenly think that he is like the representative of Earth.
Okay, I
He's
remember.
the
Okay,
ambassador, and he just goes along with it, and he
right.
becomes the ambassador for Earth for like this interplanetary government.
I love it.
And he's just faking it till he makes it, and I love that attitude.
I love that. I love that. And I'm really into space stuff. And look, I didn't hate Lightyear, but I feel like if you're gonna do space, you gotta do it right. And I think this story is a
Yeah.
lot more intriguing. So
And it's a lot more open. Like, I feel like it opens up a whole can of worms of possibilities.
yeah, and I kind of like this idea of like some council of planets out there, and they're like, let's see what's happening
Oh
with
my
Earth.
gosh. Oh my gosh, I didn't know this detail. The laser Domi Shi from Turning Red is directing Elio. Oh my gosh, I'm even more on board.
Let's
We
go. That's
won.
a win.
Low, Mira. We won tonight.
Yes. Let's go. For you, Ileana, Dragon Trainer is asking, this is kind of a couple slides ago, but why don't you like Zegler or Snow White? I think you kind of touched on it already, but just
I
remind him.
did. I think she's a stronger singer than she is an actress. I think at the end of the day, we don't really need a Snow White live action remake. And I don't know, seeing that trailer, her tone of voice didn't it wasn't really giving Snow White for some reason. It didn't feel as whimsical or fairy tale Disney princess like as one would expect. Like kind of like, Ariana Grande in Wicked right now, which I'm like
Yeah.
super excited about.
And to be fair,
Yeah,
I
it's
actually
just
think
odd.
Ariana Grande is a decent actress. So,
Exactly.
um,
Ariana Grande has the chops. I think Rachel
yeah.
Zegler is still like she has had a phenomenal career for, considering how young she is. She's freaking 23 years old. She's only been in the industry for like the past 4 or 5 years really considering, and she has a really really impressive filmography under her belt. But I think she still has a lot to grow, like left to grow for her career.
Absolutely. But I do like her. I don't think she's not good, but I think she needs to
Yeah,
grow into her acting
I
chops a little
think
bit.
she needs to mature.
Yeah.
That's all.
For sure, especially with some of the stuff she said. But anyways, Kevin Davis, welcome to the chat. This is really interesting before we move on because we have a lot of other stuff to talk about. But he feels people aren't going to give original films a chance. I mean, look at Raya and the Last Dragon, Encanto, Elemental, Strange World. I forgot about that movie. But here's the thing, though. I don't want Disney or Pixar to stop taking chances. So I don't know if they're going to get the memo.
Also,
But
Elemental did really well last
yeah, I
year.
was going to say I wouldn't put that in the same
Internationally,
category.
at the box office, it did really well, like over the
A-
summer. That's
And
why.
also, if you remember, it
Encanto?
started slow and it kind of built up over
Correct.
time. So
Correct. Because on an international in an international market, it had legs.
yeah,
And it got up to like almost a billion, if it hit the billion. Like Elemental did really well. It was just a slower. Good lord.
Laser said Andy walked out of Lightyear, that boring ass film.
I loved Lightyear for the first 30 minutes.
Right. No, and honestly, oh my god, I almost cried. I was like, what is happening
I
right now?
teared up with Lightyear. They got me there. Those first
Yeah,
30 minutes, I was like, what is this?
yeah.
Oh,
And honestly, it
the
got into
typical
like
Pixar heartbreak.
the second and third act kind of got into this weird Twilight Zone / Star Trek territory,
Yeah.
but like BC level Star Trek, not good Star Trek. So it got
Yeah.
kind of weird.
One Lightyear.
Yeah.
Fun, really, really interesting. I really liked it, but
So
then it just
Dragon
fell into the same things.
Dragon Trainer. Yes, I'm very excited about the more stuff we have ahead, and we're getting to it. Hang
Yes,
tight.
this is
Stick with us.
dense, y'all.
Yes, we are gonna get into it. But
Chugging along.
Star Wars is under the Disney banner. Skeleton Crew released its first official trailer, and I told you guys last week, I'm here for it. I'm here for
Yeah,
it, guys.
you're super
The
on board.
trailer looked so much more grand than I thought. It showed us like a futuristic suburb in Star Wars, which feels weird, but I liked seeing it. I liked seeing a different planet. Like instead of seeing Tatooine for the 20th time, I'm glad we can see a normal neighborhood, but with this futuristic space tech.
It was
I
almost
love that.
weird. It was almost
It is
weird
weird.
to see it because it's like, wow, we've never really seen a day in the life of a normal Star Wars planet. It's
Yeah.
giving ET. It's
And
ET
also
to
Star
Star
Wars
Wars.
planets, it's like you're either in the snow or you're in the sand or you're in a forest. Like
You're an
I want
extreme.
to, yeah, it's like, can we just see a regular place? And it's kind of cool
Star
seeing a
Wars
Star
suburbs.
Wars,
Who knew we
yeah,
needed it?
Star Wars neighborhood. And these kids look great. I really liked them, like the way it played out in the trailer. I'm loving this like ET, Stranger Things, ragtag group of kids vibe, and I'm here for it. I'm here
I
for it. How
know.
about you?
I know me. I know me. That kid with the curly hair, he's gonna make me cry. I know it. I just know it. I think I mentioned
Right,
it
and
last week too. We were talking about this. I love the ending of The Last Jedi. And I love like this feeling of genuine hope we have when we have kids that discover that they have the force because it's kind of like the most radical thing you could do. So yeah, I was surprised by this trailer. I think this has the potential to really feel like that small ending in The Last Jedi.
yeah, no, hell yeah. And I think you're right. I think that should be expanded upon because that's one of my favorite things about The Last Jedi. I love that ending.
Sure.
Very hopeful and very like uplifting.
Yeah.
Tyler said yet another Jedi that secretly survived Order 66. I know, but
That's
you
the
know what?
resistance, baby.
Hey, if Jude Law can survive and be a Jedi, I'm gonna let this happen because he deserves to be in a good project. I mean, Secrets of Dumbledore wasn't it? So
I also like that the trailer didn't ride on Jude Law. I don't know if you
yeah,
noticed that.
they
We
focus on
only
the
get
kids.
him exactly. We focus on the kids. We focus on that
Oof,
coming of age element. Hey, 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 hey. Vamos a bajarle.
I know, Mike, be a little bit more
Get out
positive,
of
man.
here.
He said, "Can't be me watching Star Wars." Hey,
Well,
man.
some of us ate up the acolyte, and we had a good
I,
time doing it. Thank you very much.
I, I've warmed up to it a lot. I'm gonna rewatch it, but I'm warming up to Acolyte. I need to rewatch it again, but.
Manny Jacinto.
And this is off topic, but Kevin Davis is saying 20th Century Studios are putting out less films in theaters besides Avatar. I mean, I feel like all of their money is going into Avatar. So
That's a huge. I mean, wasn't it? Wait, who was it? I wasn't it James Cameron that like he's basically building new studio buildings with all the money that Avatar is raking in,
yeah,
and
and it's
also
like
costume.
and look, people can hate or love James Cameron, but seriously, he's really pushing the medium forward, and maybe it's a spectacle, maybe it's
Technology
yeah.
wise, listen to me. Like technology wise or
I didn't even catch
technologically,
that. Yeah, and also
for
like it's
sure.
like people can call it gimmicky, whatever, but it's like I like that he's pushing the boundaries of what we could do, and he's been doing this since T2, and it's like let him cook, man. He's a good filmmaker. So,
Yeah,
um, Leo said there's enough hidden Jedi to be a whole order at this point. Facts,
but
facts.
man, okay, come on, guys. Let's also consider like the Jedi were so like, and I think this is also something we see for sure in the Acolyte. The Jedi are so far-reaching. I think it does make sense to have so many that went into hiding because as much as like this opposing imperialistic force tries to essentially commit a genocide, there's still going to be, survivors. This is going to be hope. So, yeah, I think it doesn't bother me. Really.
You know what's funny? I was gonna pull up a slide for Andor, but I think I forgot to make it. Anyways,
That's
Kevin
okay.
Davis said.
Kevin did it. Kevin did it right here.
Kevin said Skeleton Crew will be a moderate success. Andor season 2 will probably get Emmys, and Mandalorian and Grogu will probably make money. I agree with this.
Probably.
Tim Jones, welcome to the chat, and he says it looks great. I like that.
It does. I'm shocked. I'm really shocked.
So I was gonna pull up Andor, but really quickly, let's just touch on it. You've seen Andor, right?
I think I spoke about this a couple weeks ago. I haven't finished Andor. I saw like the first half of season 1 when it came out, and I'm catching up. Okay,
You're telling Mike you're on the Star Wars TV train, and you haven't
I
finished
know. I
Andor.
haven't seen like the best one.
That's like the best one. Well,
I am.
It's like tied with Mando, but
sir, I'm a walking contradiction. That's what makes it fun.
You know what? It's okay. I forgive you. But oh shit. Sorry. I was gonna highlight you. I was gonna say
forgiveness.
I know I didn't mean to kick you out, but I was gonna make you explain yourself, but you already did. So let's move forward. And Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau came out on the D23 stage, gave a sneak peek of Mandalorian Grogu. I couldn't find a picture, but apparently I think they showed like a new setting for it's like a snow setting, kind of going back to like hot style. Again, we keep revisiting things we've seen. I mean, I don't mind it, but
I think that's the issue with the Mandalorian and why I feel like quality-wise and story-wise, it kind of fell off after season 2 or 3. It's just kind of going around in circles. That's how I feel with it.
You know, and season 3, I felt like it could have ended there, and their journey could have ended there. And as much as I would want to see Grogu,
it's stretching. You're stretching the gum.
As much as I want to see Grogu as like a warrior, maybe like a bounty hunter, or whatever, Jedi Mando mix, the ending felt kind of like appropriate. Like they had nowhere else to go, kind of. Like they're on their little, like they have their house, and they're just living their lives.
We could have left them alone.
Right.
And I think that would have been nice. And things can just, just kind of end there with a little bow tie. But no.
So this was released some time back. Here's some like kind of like just some test footage, concept art. And my only thing too is I'm gonna watch this movie. I love The Mandalorian. I love Pedro Pascal. I love Grogu, but the title's clunky. Is that just me?
It's super clunky.
Like The Mandalorian Grogu. Like I don't know. It just doesn't roll off the tongue.
Mandalorian and Grogu. Like that just doesn't roll off the tongue. But that again, that's
like
me and my marketing background.
Like Lilo and Stitch. That's catchy. That's snappy.
It's catchy, it's fun. It's got a really good
but it's like The Mandalorian and Grogu.
So like it could have been The Mandalorian. It could and we were good. We know Grogu's there. Because that's kind of been, the situation since day one.
Right. They should have done like The Mandalorian with like a subtitle, maybe. Like, I mean, it's kind of boring, but that would have made more sense.
A new bounty. I don't fucking know.
Just something. Ooh, I like that. Or something.
Hey,
oh, I love this. Lone Wolf and Cub, which was partially some of the inspiration. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Cute.
Tim Jones was saying. Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of Star Wars news, and I think that was the biggest thing. Mandalorian, the movie. Oh, I hate that one. I hate that one. And
the movie Lorian.
Ooh. Oh my god. Well, okay. The only time it ever worked was Superman, but I get why they did it. Like they had to tell people
purpose.
Yeah, Superman, the movie. Like I get that, but after that, it's just corny. It's all right. Oh, here we go.
All right.
So this isn't the snow setting, but this was their backdrop that they were talking over. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but
Lilo and Stitch, but in space. That's it. I see the palm trees. I see the beach.
As a California kid, I love palm trees. And that's not his ship, is it? No, it's not. It's not. But I like it. It reminds me a little bit of Rogue One. So it's a slight retreat again. But I mean, Filoni and Favreau like to bring us back to places we like, right? So
yeah. It's playing it safe. I think it's definitely a safe bet.
And this is a big thing. I think Iger wants to push people back into theaters. And I think this is the one in terms of like Star Wars. This is a good bet. I think it'll do pretty well. Lots of Mando fans in the world. I feel like I see like This Is the Way bumper stickers everywhere. Or like
Colby.
What? Oh. Grogu will say, "Oh,
Oh,
Hanya means family."
no. Goodness gracious.
um,
All right.
yeah.
Moving
Well,
on.
I like it. I also need him to do the thing where he was like, "Yes, yes," with the button.
Yeah.
All right,
What are
y'all.
you good?
This one, I think James Cameron did just for me because I am here for the Avatar franchise, guys. The titled film, or the film will be titled Fire and Ash, and I believe it's going to start filming soon. They didn't really give us a date, and I think what's the due date on this? I need to do more homework. I think is it the end of next year? I believe so,
I don't know, man.
which
It's
is
just
insane.
all I know is that these films are gonna be on our roster, on our box office for the next 25 years. Not that I'm exaggerating, obviously. I'll tell
Family
you.
means no one
Yeah,
gets left
next
behind or
year. And
forgotten, and this is
next
the way.
Christmas. Next Christmas we
See?
will be plagued with another Avatar film.
I told you. And then Colby's talking about Zuko and Azulo. Hey, wrong Avatar,
Right,
sir.
right. No, but you know what? Ripping it off. Oh, the first one was, air. The second one was fire, and second one was water, and now we're fire. This is the last airbender. Don't start with me. This, this is a conspiracy.
Wait,
Is what
so
it is.
hold on. Before we dig in more, did you enjoy the first two Avatars?
I enjoyed the first one. The second one, I feel like kind of retread a little bit. It was
Yeah.
so I find them good. I find them very grand, but the second one, like Way of Water, went on for so long that I feel like they
Yeah.
could have trimmed off a bit of the fat.
To be
Like that's
fair, because
my big
I love
but
The Way of Water. I watched it like 3 times. I really liked it. But to be fair,
dense.
the final act is like James Cameron's greatest hits. Like there's like an action
Eh,
sequence. It reminds me of like a
eh.
little bit of Aliens, and then there's like Titanic because they're like the boat's sinking. Like,
Exactly. So like we
he
go
was like
through all
combining
like
those
the
things.
Cameron tropes and like, oh my god. There was a point I saw it in 40X, by the way. And I leaned over my brother. I went to see it with my brother, and my little brother had already seen it. I'm like, oh, like we're almost done, right? He's like, there's 45 minutes left. I'm like, oh my God.
Right.
Because I
You're
was
like looking at the
vibing. I
watch.
was
You're
vibing. I
like,
was like,
what?
oh, this is fun, but oh my God, I need to go to the bathroom, sir. Like,
Right.
it got a little wary. That's how I feel about it. It's not
Hey,
a bad movie. It's very grand. I think it's great.
G.
It's
Colby,
very
those whales
heartfelt.
were precious. Don't talk about the whales.
I feel like we should have talked more about the whales in the movie. I feel like that felt more like a side quest more than anything, and I feel
Well,
like
to
it
be
should have
honest,
been
that made the
surrounding that.
movie for me. Like that made the movie for me. Like when the whale saves him. Oh my god, my heart
I,
soared.
I
And
I feel
also
like
like,
we needed more of that.
also he was like the outcast whale. Like it was like a full arc. Like
I
he
like
was
it. No, I
redeeming
like
himself.
that. I like that.
You
I just
know.
feel like there's so much outside of that that just went on and on and on. Good lord, I was just like, again 40X. I was like, oh, let me
this
out of here.
this is a bold take. Look, I don't know if we have the capability to hit a 2 bill, but if anyone's gonna do it, it's gonna be Mr. James Cameron. So, I mean, he literally has 3 out of the 5 top 5 highest grossing films of all time. So
Insane, absolutely insane.
like, you know what I mean? The proof's in the pudding there. So, and really quick, guys, we have so much to get into. I forgot to make a Tron Ares slide, but I heard word around the campfires that panel was pretty cool. Jeff Bridges was seen, and they showed the logo for Tron Ares. And look,
Yeah.
I'm not a huge Jared Leto fan, but I'm here for Hong Chow, and I'm here. Just I like that world. We've talked about this before. You guys didn't really like Tron, but I'm here for it. So
that's the thing. I don't like the movie, but I like the world. I like the
yeah.
lore. I think it's cool. I think it's very neat. It's just I feel like it's suffered from just poor writing a lot of the time.
That's fair. And I don't think it's for everybody. So I think it's interesting that they keep trying to bank on Tron being a thing, but it's more of a cult thing.
It's so strange, but also
they push it. You know, Disney really pushes it
they
hard, and
made
it's
a
like
ride. I got
yes,
on the Tron ride recently.
it's
Broke my
amazing.
back.
Oh, it hurt your back. Oh,
It remember. Well, because remember, you're leaning forward.
Yeah, I know. You got the Tron
That's a
cycle thing.
lot. And then
I
I'm
thought it
like
was
trying to
cool.
see forward. I was like, oh,
Well, okay,
it was
part of it
fun.
too is you
But
need to
goodness
like
gracious,
let it happen. You can't be tense. Like just
I was
lie
too
down.
tense. I was too tense. I got real tense.
Exactly. Like you know,
What
just
happened? That was my bad.
you're like apologizing.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get to the Marvel section, guys. Agatha All Along releases its
Yeah.
official trailer, and I'm gonna let you elaborate on these people. I'm not familiar with some of these actors and actresses, but they look amazing. I liked the vibe of this trailer versus the teaser. I think it really set the table for what we're gonna see, and I liked this journey she's going on. Like she's got to take the witch's road, and they're not gonna be able to use their powers, and it's like this journey that I didn't think I needed from Catherine Hahn and the character of Agatha Harkness. So I love gothic vibes. I love witches and this whole coven thing. This is cool. I'm here for it. I love Catherine Hahn, and please let me know who these people are because I'm new to their
Yes.
game. So
Yes. Okay. So I don't know, obviously, everyone in depth, but I do know Joe Locke. Joe Locke, I actually had the pleasure of seeing his Broadway debut on Sweeney Todd this spring when I was in New York, and he is one of the stars of Heartstopper. So he is a phenomenal actor. He's actually a good singer too.
wait,
Um,
is that on Netflix? I don't
yes.
know the platform. Okay.
Heartstopper is on Netflix. Season 3, I believe, is coming out soon. They just dropped a trailer, and it's one of my favorite Netflix shows. It's an adaptation of a webtoon, if I'm not mistaken, or just a graphic novel. I'm not sure. I get those mixed up a lot, but it is so cute. It is definitely a young adult thing. Yes. So I'm getting to her. I'm getting to Mother. So Joe Locke is phenomenal. Aubrey Plaza as a witch. Hello. This is her dream role. This is my dream role for her. So yeah, I think yes, 100%. So happy he's getting work. Again, he is phenomenal. I love when actors also like go to stage to really hone in their craft. And I feel like Joe Locke did that, was able to do that this year. So really excited for this project that he's in. Aubrey Plaza, of course, phenomenal. I think she's such a good actress. I think the last film I saw her in was Emily the Criminal, like as her as the protagonist, which is very good. And she was in season 2 of The White Lotus, which was also hello phenomenal. So love her. Freaking legendary Patty LuPone. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about Patty LuPone. Patty LuPone has been on the Broadway scene since like the 70s.
Okay.
Okay, Patty LuPone is so phenomenal, fantastic. She to me is the best part of Beau is Afraid.
She was in Beau is Afraid?
Yes, she was. And she was only there for a very small portion of the film. And she's in the third act, which was like why I was kind of angry at the movie because they advertised Patty as like part of that cast. And I didn't get to see her until like the last half hour. But she gives like this incredible monologue. So good. She's a great performer. She's very dramatic, very theatrical. I think this is like the perfect role for her. So I'm so excited to see her here. Of
Really
course,
quick,
Catherine
Eli,
Hahn.
really
Yeah.
quick. So Braylon, just to clarify,
Oh,
this is a Marvel show. Agatha first appeared in WandaVision, so I think you're gonna be
yes.
okay. I don't think it's gonna scare you, Braylon. Just give you a heads up.
No, it's probably just going to be spooky. I think there's this
Yeah,
distinction between scary and spooky.
right. Get kind
Um,
of like a little bit of Wednesday vibes, a little bit of like,
yeah, very much
Sleepy Hollow.
Wednesday. Yeah. So it's just going to be spooky in a fun way, not in like a scary way. So definitely going to be a fun show. Love this cast. I'm
Oh, so
not
she
super
was.
duper familiar. Who?
No, I didn't realize. Oh, she was Bo's mom. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I didn't love
Maybe
it,
because it's like
but
something she's been in recently, like in
yeah,
recent
I
memory in
gotta
terms of the
revisit it.
film. Yeah, she was in like 2 years ago, she was back on Broadway, she was on Company. Exactly. Patty, oh my god. Such a good singer, such a good performer, still doing Broadway. But yeah, I think she's gonna really carry the show. I love the musical theater aspect of it. So yeah, I think this is gonna be super fun. It's gonna be the perfect like Halloween spooky fall season watch.
We
So yeah,
we talked
very
about that
excited.
last time we talked about this.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
yes,
I'm
let's
so
go.
ready to cozy up. I'm ready to cozy.
And
The throw. I got my throw and my mug ready to go.
and like to kind of double down, I just think that if people are feeling superhero fatigue, this is what they need to do. Like, I like that
Yeah.
Marvel's dipping their toes into genre. I thought Werewolf by Night was amazing. So this is like a step in that direction with all the supernatural
Yeah.
hocus pocus stuff. So I love it.
Definitely, definitely. Really, I'm really, really excited. I think this is my most anticipated Marvel project of like the next year, like aside from Fantastic Four, which we'll get into for in a second here.
Oh, I'm so excited. Ryan Coogler came out and helped introduce the cast of Ironheart. They got the brand new spanking logo there. I don't know why I said that. I love the character of Riri Williams.
Yeah.
I thought they really Kugler did a good job of not only introducing her in Wakanda Forever, but really making her a part of the story. And it's just it's awesome when filmmakers could do that the same way that it was done in Civil War with T'Challa. It's hard to introduce a character that's they're not the main focus of the story, but they're integral in a way that's
Mhm.
compelling. So
Yeah.
I thought she did a good job. I can't wait for the show. I'm not super familiar with her comics though. I'm kind of just going off of what I saw from the film. Are you familiar with this character, Eli?
Not really. I have to be super honest. I think I'm more in the same boat with you. I do know that she is like involved with the Young Avengers in the comics, which is I think like kind of the most exciting part of her character here because I like a couple other fans for a couple of years now we've been really craving the Young Avengers in the MCU, but also really apprehensive as to how they'll handle it.
Yeah.
Because I just love Kamala Khan so much. I love her so much and having her like from the ending of the Marvels, having her kind of be that MCU leader slash face of the Young Avengers excites me so much. So yeah, I love Dominique Thorne as Ironheart. I
I
saw the
had to Google it. I
trailer.
was like, what is her name? Dominic
Dominique
Thorne. She's
Thorne.
wonderful.
Yes, no, I think she's really wonderful. I think we could have had more screen time with her, but again, Wakanda Forever was also so packed that I'm surprised with us, how much screen time we
Wait,
got
time
anyway.
out, guys. Did I
What's up?
miss? Did they have a trailer for Ironheart?
Yes, this is a trailer.
I need to
It's pretty
watch that
cool.
real quick.
Um, Definitely not what I expected. I'm not going to lie.
Okay, I missed that
It
one.
feels very it feels grungier than I expected. I'm not gonna lie. It's
Yeah.
definitely a little more on the gritty side. And I don't know. I'm still excited. Not what I expected. So I'm just kind of like, let's see what they cook up.
Okay, so this is what it was. It was a leak. So I guess
Oh,
because I was gonna say I don't think they were supposed to release that. So that
sorry.
makes sense.
It was on the Twitter. It was on my
There,
timeline. I
see,
saw it.
John
Okay.
said D23 only, or was it posted? I don't think it was officially
It
posted,
was
guys.
probably a leak then. I
Yeah,
saw it on my
somebody,
timeline.
you people out there, you're doing the work for some of us, but also it's not shame.
Hmm.
Uh, Dominique Thorne was in Judas and the Black Messiah. I remember, and if Beale Street could talk, she's
Mm.
great.
She's
I
good.
love
She's
Judas and the
really
Black
good.
Messiah.
I
Really good movie.
love how like you can tell she's very young, very ambitious, like her as a character.
Yeah,
But I love how tough she is.
yeah,
She's
and
still very young.
also
She's still gonna mess up, but she is tough. She's got
yeah, hell yeah. She's
ambition. Oh my
totally
gosh.
independent. And I liked how she played off of Shuri, Letitia Wright. I
Yes. Yeah, sure.
that was really cool. And I want to see her play off of more characters and kind of develop her own, I mean, she already showed her personality off, but I just want more of it. She's so fun.
Oh no. Hello. Dominique Fishback is in Judas, not Thorn. Thank you, Leo.
Is D23 part of Comic-Con? No, this is Disney's own version of Comic-Con. No relation to the Comic-Con network of cons. I think they only have WonderCon and San Diego Comic-Con. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, let's keep it moving because
Yep.
there they are. We got an official on-set look at Marvel's first family. I don't know how I feel about Johnny's look, but I'm just hoping it's maybe a prototype suit. I don't think that's the final suit that
I
we're gonna see all
like
of them
it.
in. Oh, you
I
do
don't
like it? Okay.
mind. I do like it.
Um,
I don't
but
mind.
what I do like though, I mean, Daddy Pasquale is showing off like the whites in his hair. He's got the cardigan. I like it. I'm
It's
excited.
giving
They
domestic. It's giving
yes,
first family.
they
I love
they
it.
just started filming, guys, and also, I didn't want to get copyrighted, but they were previewing Michael Giacchino's score for this film, and
Oh my gosh. Look, my headset went flying and everything. Like, oh my gosh. We
like
were talking
insert
about this
that
week.
picture, the picture of the guy with the piano on fire, like
Oh my god, yes. Good
just
lord.
fire. Michael Giacchino is like
Killing it.
the composer right now. So, Zach Goler, welcome to the chat, man. Most hyped movie next year.
Hey,
I think
for
I'm there with you.
sure.
I
Yeah,
think I'm there with you.
I'm really, really, really excited. I hope don't let me down. Don't let me down, Fantastic Four.
Dragon Trainer WonderCon is in Anaheim as well. It's the sister con of Comic Con. It's actually pretty cool. I went last year. It's a little bit smaller and it's not as star-studded, but it's still fun if you've never been. So,
Awesome.
um, Braylon's like, what is this movie? The First Family, my
Hey,
friend. You will learn.
I'm here for it.
Um,
I love the Jetsons vibe. Yeah. Let's let Giacchino cook. The composing and the
yes,
directing, just delicious.
Giacchino. Mwah. Johnny's sweater is all right. Wait, is that a sweater? It
Yeah,
looks like a
because it's
suit.
like a knit. It's like a knit material. So
Okay,
it
I was
kind
gonna
of
say I don't.
it looks like sweater material.
I didn't get a good picture because from what I understand, I think the pictures were leaked as well. Is there an official photo for this? I couldn't find one. So
I'll let you know. Hold on. Fantastic Four.
there's a possession?
Oh.
I'm confused. Oh, he's talking about Stranger Things. I was
Oh, goodness
like,
gracious. Goodness
no, so
gracious.
for a
No, let it go,
for a
please.
second, I was like, what is he talking about? We got there. Okay. Uh by the way, God, what's her first name? That was Casper Van Dien's daughter, which I know Casper Van Dien from
Really?
Starship Troopers.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
she's a Van Dien. I thought she was sweet. I was really sad when that happened. But
Okay. No,
Leo's loving it.
there's no official look
Yeah,
right
see?
now.
Yeah, Leo said
I love
it is a
it.
leak. It's a
Yeah.
leak. So
I love it. I think it looks very retro, very like this is the like first 60s comic panel come to life.
Braylon said, why is Richie
Because
looking at
that's
me like that?
cousin.
Vic, yes, that Evan Moss Backrack. He is a vibe. He is a character,
I
Braylon.
love it.
He's awesome. He's
It looks
awesome.
like he's
Watch the
gonna
bear.
cut me.
For real.
He's gonna walk out. He's gonna walk through that screen right now with a gun in his hand, shoot in the air, and said, "Listen, you Snyder cut mother effers."
Oh my goodness. Honestly, and just kind of picturing him in like Thing mode. Oh man, he's gonna let the rage out, and I can't wait.
Sure.
I can't
Love
wait.
it.
Um, Tyler said they beamed him in right from Chicago.
100%. I believe it. No notes, and I love it. I'm
Um,
here for it. This is like the one thing where I'm like, you can call me a shill. I don't care. This is the one thing that
I
I've
think,
just lost all critical thinking with. Fantastic Four looks really good.
yeah, I know. And I was gonna say, there's not too much more I can get on that. There was something I wanted to touch on, and my brain's not braining, but I
Was it
didn't make.
Marvel animation?
Well, I mean, that's the next one on our slide, but I feel like there's another project that we were missing here. But you know what? If I remember, hit me in the chat, guys.
Yeah.
Let's keep it moving. All right. Here's the stage. Man, they announced a lot of stuff. One of the highlights being your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Coleman
Really?
Domingo came out, and he is the Norman Osborn in this animated series.
Oh my
Hell
gosh.
yeah.
The check
Hell
came
yeah.
through.
Oh, Daredevil.
Duh.
Oh, they're so mad at me right now.
There's so much. Listen, guys, D23 was so much. I was almost overwhelmed with how much came out of D23. Yes. Like there's so many
I'm sorry,
leaks.
Tyler.
I saw the sneak peek for Daredevil Born Again. Oh my gosh, ate it up. How you feeling
Wait,
though? Were you
wait,
able to
hold on.
see that?
Did that leak as well? Because I didn't see
Oh,
an official
dude,
for that.
nobody
Okay.
kept any secrets. People at the D23 Stadium are terrible at keeping secrets. They would be terrible at the Hannah Montana concert.
I'm gonna throw this next bit to Leo, but I'm gonna run down the list and then let's just kind of like talk about what we're excited for.
Yeah.
So we got a trailer for Eyes of Wakanda,
Mhm.
which is obviously a continuation of the mythology built in the Black Panther films. X-Men 97 season 2 has
Woo!
they showed some brief shots of the upcoming season. Marvel Zombies is actually happening, and it's been rumored for a long time. A lot of fans been asking for it, and I guess from the What If season 1 or whatever, they're actually doing a season just on the zombies run, and I think that's about the main points there.
Yeah.
But I'm here for your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I think it's a good filler until we get Spider-Man 4 with Tom Holland, and I love this universe, and I love Coleman Domingo. I think that's such a fun choice, and he's got a great voice.
Yeah.
Like, I think this is gonna be a really
It's
cool,
distinct.
yes, like really cool retro style. I like how he looks. Like he looks like the first run of Spider-Man in the comics, and I think that's really cool. So
Love that. This feels fun. This feels retro. I think again, animation as a medium for these superhero stories is so perfect.
oh, you know what it was? I heard Iron Fist is gonna be in Eyes of Wakanda. They're gonna have a version of an Iron Fist.
Okay.
But other than that, though, Leo, hit us with a synopsis for Eyes of Wakanda. I can't remember what that one was on.
I have an article right here, real quick.
Go for it.
Hold on. Oh my god. Eyes of Wakanda. Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
Leo and Mike are cracking me up right now.
All right. So, according to this is the first link I clicked on. The Mary Sue. The series will be a 4-part event series. Coogler talked about how the show will give us a deeper look into the War Dogs and how their job is to keep the secrets of Wakanda safe. If you guys remember, if I'm not mistaken, the War Dogs are kind of like their espionage or spy system, which is what I believe Lupita Nyong'o's character is. I forgot her character's name escapes me right now. But yeah, believe she was one of the War Dogs.
Wait, which character?
Lupita Nyong'o. I
Mm,
forget her
she was like a
character's
spy.
name.
I don't know if she was a war dog, but I know that
Was the War Dogs? Am I confusing them? War Dogs, Wakanda. Like, were they the spies? Leo, could you eliminate me in the chat? See, the War Dogs are the Central Intelligence Service of Wakanda.
okay.
So they're kind of like they're that CIA. They're like the CIA of Wakanda.
I'm here for it. And is Lupita
Well,
gonna be in this, or is this animated, right? So
it is animated. This does say we have a new character in the show, which is called Noni. This is the first time we're gonna see her, but there's not much here on like the original cast or the original characters. But again, not a lot of information that I'm seeing in this particular source.
all right, really quick. I'm actually gonna do
Exactly.
this for. I'm gonna do this for the chat. I'm doing a real quick thing, but
Yeah. Leo saying Eyes of Wakanda is a 4-part mini-series animated following different lore in Wakanda. Exactly.
okay.
Ooh, Tyler, Peter being bit by a spider that comes through a portal with venom and Doctor Strange is still as wild to me. It is. I don't know. I
Wait,
think it's
is that the
just
premise of your friendly neighborhood?
catching up with the chat here. Hold on. I believe. Interesting. Yeah, war dogs are like the CIA. See, I had it, Lo.
I like it.
Nakia is Lupita's name.
I was saying Nokia like the cell phone.
And they, you know what? They last forever.
Right? Okay, let's get back to this really quick. What am I doing? Current slide.
So fun. So fun to see the chat active today.
I mean, look at that.
Oh my gosh.
The audience here. So cool.
Love that. I'm ready to hear the theme music again. Just I really
Yeah, actually, I was trying to find images from the trailer. They really buckled down
They
on
locked
that.
down.
So
They locked in.
yeah,
But you know what?
they locked
But
that
you
down.
know what? I caught him. I was faster. The devil works hard, but I work harder.
Right, right.
I
And
sniffed him out.
remind me, is this supposed to be the same character from Netflix, or is this like a different universe?
Okay, so from what I have seen and from what I recall, this is actually just a continuation of the Netflix series. And from the leaks, it does seem like a continuation of that storyline. From what I can tell, the interesting part is that we are back. We are back in Hell's Kitchen, baby. I'm so effing excited. Like this is one of my favorite shows of all time, period. It is genuinely, yeah, Leo saying it's actually Daredevil season 4. I believe Daredevil got blipped along with Foggy and Karen, probably. I think that's kind of gonna be like the easiest explanation of where have they been for the past 5
Right.
years. Well, actually, season 3 was 6 years ago. So it actually does, kind of line up now with the whole blip situation. So it will kind of be like not much time has passed for these characters themselves. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that works into the storyline. It's going to be really interesting to see Matt Murdock as a character again dealing with these things. Yeah. It was. It was.
It's like
M.
trapped
Night
with a
Shyamalan could never. My
And honestly, I'm not gonna
gosh.
lie, like, I still need to finish the show, but it warmed my heart to see them all together, like John Berthnell, Vincent D'Onofrio, Deborah Ann Woll, Eldon Henson, and they all got on
Thanks,
stage.
back together.
Yes, and there's actually a really good photo of them. Like they did a photo shoot after, and oh, I'm excited.
Love it. Love
I
it.
can't wait.
Really,
And I
really
need to
excited for
finish season
this.
3. I haven't finished season 3,
Now I'm
but
judging.
I know, I
Get
know.
on it. Get on it. If I'm
I've
catching up, you can catch up too.
Yeah, and I actually didn't know this. Let's go back a little bit.
Mhm.
If I can control the chat's going off. I can't even find what I was talking about. Leo said, like, what if Peter were mentored by Norman Osborn, not Tony Stark? I like it.
So like OG Peter.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was just like, it's
So
more or
like
less
how it's supposed to be.
right,
Yeah.
right. Because
Love
he's
that.
something of a scientist himself.
I gotta rewatch those movies. I keep seeing like clips of Spider-Man 2 kind of circling around Twitter. I'm like, damn, that's a movie. That's cinema right there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And I think kinda just because we really covered a lot, and
Mhm.
I gotta say the FOMO was real. I was actually supposed to go to this and it didn't work out, but
Looks packed.
until next time, damn, Mike, relax.
Hello? Sir, hello? Hello?
Oh, this is fun. If you guys had a superpower, what would it be? Go ahead, Ile.
Ooh, I think it would be teleportation. I would be Nightcrawler.
Wait, like you'd be the blue Nightcrawler, or do you just want to teleport, like Will I Am
Teleport.
in
I wanna
Wolverine
blip.
Origins?
I wanna blip. Hey. Wow. Blip around. I like traveling, homie. I don't like commuting.
No, you know what? That's actually a very practical power. Like the
I
fact that, oh,
know,
I'm late to
right?
work. Bam, you're there.
Yeah. Let me
Like,
read minds. I'm already anxious enough as it is. You guys keep your thoughts to yourselves.
so I feel like this is boring, but I just like the concept of flight. But at the same time, I'm not trying to be
Hey.
Superman. I'm not
But
trying to be
that's
Superman,
fun.
but
I like how
yeah,
practical we are. We're both, we're trying to get somewhere. These are
right.
modes of transportation.
And then it's like let's just say I'm not superhuman and I'm not like Superman. Like, do I need to wear a suit? Because like flying through the air, I'm gonna get all messed up, right? Like, and I need like
Yeah, it's
protective
kind of like
gear.
riding a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Wear a
So
little
I'd be
helmet.
like, it's like I would be like a version of Iron Man without the tech. Like I would just need a suit to protect myself or something like that. I don't know. Anyway,
Probably.
I'm thinking way too much into this.
Hey,
Or I could do
valid
the angel
though.
wings. I could do the with the wings. No.
Ooh, that always reminds me of why when I was little, when like Last Stand came out, I used to hate the beginning of that. I used to hate the
Wait, to
opening
hate the
scene of The
beginning of
Last
what?
Stand.
Oh, when he's cutting his wings off.
He's greater to the angel wings. Ooh, I
Right, right. Damn, I didn't think you were gonna get
hate
triggered that
that.
hard. Oh my
Ooh, I
goodness.
hate it. I hate it. I don't know
Yeah.
why. It was just so ooh.
such a
It was
brutal
rough.
cold
It
open.
was really brutal. Like, why would you open like that? Jesus.
Leo saying super strength. Okay, Mr. Incredible.
Yes,
I see you.
strong. That
What
is our strong leader.
really quick, really quick. The one of my favorite moments is like, well, what did you expect? Something amazing, I guess. Like the little kid that's like watching
I love it.
it.
I love it. No, this wow. Cinema.
This is
I
fun.
just I re
Braylon,
like talking about this has made me like want to revisit so many greats from like the past, 20
yeah.
years. Of in particular like the movies that we've talked about tonight. So they're just
Braylon
really
sounds like
fun.
he wants to be a Jean Grey / Professor X with telepathy. Not a bad, yeah, not a bad thing. Or what's a good one? That's also Edward Cullen's superpower. Wait, why did you give me that face? Wait, you don't
Because
like
he's
Twilight?
weird about no, I don't. I
Okay.
used to. I used
Well,
to
that
no,
is creepy.
I had a very interesting journey with Twilight. I used to be a hater, like, when it came out. I read the books, I was like, "Okay, I'll get into it," because I felt peer pressured. So I became a Twilight fan out of peer pressure. So then I grew out of it and I was like, I'll hate it again."
Right, right. Like you were
But I
over it.
respect it. I respect it for what it is and what it means
Oh
to a lot of
man.
people.
Remind me to never bring up Twilight again. Leo's saying it's goofy.
It is. It is, and it's goofy, and it's not a goofy movie.
All right. Here, before we get out of here, let's do one more. Would you rather be a super soldier like Captain America or a spy like Black Widow?
Oh, a spy. Hello.
I feel
Black
like,
Widow has power.
I
She
mean, I
can just
like
kind of
that.
maneuver.
Yeah, I like it. I like that she's normal and just do cool things. But I think if I could choose, I would go super soldier route. You know,
Yeah. I
do
just
some
feel like a super
impossible leaps
soldier, I
and
would be like so many people would try to stop me. And the whole like cool vibe of Black Widow is that she can go under the radar.
damn, everybody hates Twilight. I am never bringing that up again.
Dude, you're not in a safe space tonight.
I
Oh
am
my
not.
gosh.
I am in danger.
I'm in danger.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
Um, but yeah, that was fun. Honestly, so much FOMO. I definitely got to go to the next D23 when it happens. Team Geekly Goods, we got to go to a con, maybe San Diego
We
Comic Con
do.
next year,
We
or
do.
New
We're
York.
kind of
I've never been to New York. That'd be fun.
ooh, that would be super fun. Love that. No, definitely next year or the year after. Oof. We're working on it. We're working on it, y'all.
Hell yeah! But before we sign off, Eli, please let the people know where they can find you and what you got going on.
Well, you can find me at Captain Melendez on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, and you can find me here every Sunday on Geekly Goods Live, as well as an upcoming podcast coming out of the Puerto Rico Critics Association that I'm very excited about.
Love it. Love it. Check her out. Follow her at Captain Melendez. Myself, you can follow me on Twitter or Letterboxd at Marcellus Durden. I'm a proud critic, editor, and writer for the Cinema Spot. We have so much great content on the site. We have a review for Cuckoo. We have a review for Batman Cape Crusader. What else just dropped? I believe we have a review for Trap. I believe. Check it out. Cinemaspot.com. I have a review for Deadpool and Wolverine. Follow us on all socials at the Cinema Spot. But yeah, that was fun. We miss you, Leo. He said cuckoo for
Yes.
Cocoa Puffs.
I gotta catch that one.
And
Let
then
us know.
Mike
Let us know
said,
later what you think, Lo.
Leo said, make sure they don't change the locks between now and next
Hey,
Sunday.
no, never,
No,
never,
he is
absolutely
our
never.
leader who we wouldn't be here
Exactly.
without Leo. So can't wait to have you back, brother. And yeah, I'm excited for Cuckoo. It's one of my most anticipated films of the summer. I hope I don't go cuckoo watching it. Okay, no more puns.
Get out of here. Let's get out of here.
With that being said, I think it's about that time. I just need to find the video. I do this every time. And guys, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe down below. Stay tuned for all the nerdy content on the Geekly Goods channel and this one, Geekly Goods Live. See you guys. Thanks for joining us.